I'm literally a billionaire boss worth trillions. But as the villain, I'm destined to be defeated by the protagonist with plot armor. After learning I'd die a miserable death, I decided to steal the cold female lead first, and even made her give birth to my 2 kids. At first, when I transmigrated, I planned to just lay low. If I don't touch the female lead, the ending won't happen, right? But even though I'm worth trillions, my life felt so empty. Every morning waking up in my 5,000 SQFT golden waterbed, I felt like something was missing. Until one day I saw the female lead on TV, Shen Yuchu in a white suit. Those cold, sharp eyes cut right through me. The female lead is definitely the female lead. Her beauty had me drooling. I suddenly had a bold idea. I'm the big villain. Now that I know the plot, why not have a taste of the female lead? As long as the male lead hasn't leveled up yet, crushing him would be like squashing an ant. No time like the present, I use my power to crush Shen Yuchu's company and force her to submit. How could a small company resist the Nangong Consortium? Shen Group quickly faced crisis. Even though Shen Yuchu was a genius, she couldn't save her company from bankruptcy. Just like that, she became my plaything, and the more I played, the more fun it got. But the male lead still hadn't shown up. I went from nervous to thrilled to eventually bored. The female lead's given me 2 kids now, but the male lead is nowhere to be seen. Where the hell is this guy? Without the male lead as a threat, even the female lead doesn't excite me anymore. Finally, one morning, my female assistant called excitedly, "Boss, we found the person you're looking for." I shot up wide awake. "Great news. Tell me everything. How'd you find him?" This morning, Shen Group was hiring bodyguards. There was a guy who really stood out in the crowd, just like you described. He had this extraordinary vibe. After hearing that, I immediately had him investigated. Holy shit. This dude was a mercenary abroad for 8 years. Before leaving, he was the second son of G Group. Soon the assistant sent photos to my phone. The guy in the photo had sharp features and keen eyes. Definitely has main character vibes. That's him. It's gotta be him. So the male lead is G Boxiao, the bankrupt second son of G Group. Even his name sounds epic and extraordinary. His family company got destroyed. Left at 18 to become a mercenary. Returned at 27 to be the female lead's bodyguard. That's totally a protagonist setup. The male lead's appearance made my whole body heat up. I immediately headed to Shen Group's office building. "Nangong Hao, what are you doing here again?" Shen Yuchu's eyes turned cold when she saw me. After 2 kids, her figure became even more stunning. Her white business suit wrapped around her curves. I stroked my chin with a wicked smile. "Shen Yuchu," her chest heaving, I loosened my tie and walked straight toward her. Shen Yuchu grabbed a folder from the desk and held it to her chest. Backing away in panic, she knocked over the trash can. "Nangong Hao, this is the office." I propped one hand on her desk. Leaning in, I caught the jasmine scent from her hair. "What are you afraid of? I just came to see you." I lifted her chin with my pen as I spoke. The pen pressed a faint mark on her pale chin. "Don't I even have the right to see the mother of my children?" Shen Yuchu's eyes turned icy, biting her lip. "Don't think just because I had your kids, I'll fall for you. Give up. You'll never have my heart." Hearing this, I smirked. "You don't have to love me, as long as I love you." With that, my hands started roaming her body. Shen Yuchu pushed against my chest, trying to shove me away. I leaned close to her ear and whispered, "President Shen, you don't want your company to go bankrupt, right?" Her ears instantly turned bright red. She turned her head away from my breath. Though unwilling, she stopped resisting and let me do as I pleased. I smiled with satisfaction. Documents scattered across the floor. The whole building shook for me. The day's best time is morning. Near lunchtime, I finally left Shen Yuchu's office. My bodyguards filled the hallway, pushing Shen Yuchu's bodyguards into a corner. G Boxiao was among them. I shot him a provocative look with an evil grin. "Been bored too long? Let's keep the male lead around to play with." But then again, what if the male lead tries something worth thinking about? But then I remembered I'm a psycho, so problem solved. Back home, I arranged retired scout bodyguards to monitor G Boxiao 24/7 while planning my afternoon. I heard crying from the nursery. The nanny trembled when she saw me. Turns out my 2-year-old daughter had poked her 6-month-old baby brother. The son woke up crying, and the daughter panicked and cried too. And that's the scene before me. I crouched down and wiped my daughter's tears with my thumb. The little girl still had tears on her lashes but buried herself in my arms. "Daddy," she called out sweetly. I held my daughter and gently rocked her. She quickly stopped crying. The nanny soothed the son, who gradually calmed down too. These 2 little ones made me feel dazed. Is this really the life a villain should have? I guess there's no rule saying villains can't have kids. Looking at the 2 children, they're kind of pitiful. I couldn't help but hold my daughter tight. They've lacked a mother's love since birth. Shen Yuchu doesn't visit them often, because I bully her every time she comes, which makes her resented. So she only comes 3 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. My daughter fell asleep on my shoulder, her face flushed, tears still on her lashes. I signaled the nanny to bring the son over. The 2 little ones lay side by side in the crib, breathing steadily. Soon after, the surveillance team reported back. G Boxiao finally made his move. At a party, he protected Shen Yuchu, and rescued the Liu family's heiress too. On the scene, he showed off big time, drawing everyone's attention. Classic male lead, saving 2 beauties at once, setting up his harem route. After that, a hot policewoman took him to the station. In the surveillance footage, his shirt sleeves were rolled to his elbows, showing off his muscular forearms. Some rich punks got drunk and started harassing Shen Yuchu. G Boxiao pulled a clean shoulder throw and took down the guy harassing Shen Yuchu. Interesting. I sipped my wine, tapping my crystal glass. Shen Yuchu's forced composure looked stunning on camera. She wore a champagne mermaid dress. Her crystal necklace rose and fell with her rapid breathing. G Boxiao stood in front protectively, all domineering. Not afraid of those punks throwing down threats and showing off hard. Betty thinks this'll win the ladies over. After 8 years as a mercenary, G-Boxiao's never seen this many beauties. Boss, should we... My assistant made a throat-slitting gesture. I raised my hand to stop her. Not yet. I want to see what happens next. If he finds out the female lead, Shen Yuchu, is already a mother of 2, what would his reaction be? Thinking this, I suddenly laughed. I tapped my tablet and ordered, "Look into that Liu family heiress too." Since I'm the big villain, I can't let the good stuff go to the male lead. As I put away the tablet, I glanced at the nursery monitor. My daughter was putting my son's little toes in her mouth. This scene made my heart melt, my eyes softening as I watched the screen. Shen Yuchu came unusually late today. Her heels clicking on marble sounded crisp yet tired. Are the kids asleep? Her voice had no emotion. I nodded, watching her walk to the nursery. Both kids were forced into existence by me. Shen Yuchu probably sees the kids as a stain. Even when visiting them, she keeps a cold face. I walked up from behind, my fingers running through her loose hair. When I touched her neck, she clearly flinched. I chuckled and whispered in her ear, "Coming this late, I'll have to punish you a little." Shen Yuchu whipped around, panic flashing in her eyes. "No, not here. The kids." I grabbed her chin, my thumb stroking her lipstick. What if I don't agree? Shen Yuchu turned her face away, but I pinned her wrist to the wall. "Nangong. How, are you insane?" She kept her voice low, afraid of waking the kids. I pulled at my collar and bit her trembling earlobe. I'm still functioning. Next came the usual routine. Shen Yuchu held back her displeasure as I dragged her to the bedroom. Time flew to the next day. I looked at 3 unread messages on my phone. My assistant's latest surveillance report showed G-Boxiao finished his statement at the police station last night, then went straight to a rundown martial arts gym in the suburbs. The gym owner's a retired special forces soldier who used to be the G family's bodyguard. Interesting. I smiled and went to the nursery. My daughter was leaning over the crib, poking her brother's face with chubby hands. "Daddy." She spread her arms and lunged at me when she saw me. I scooped up my daughter with one hand and touched my son's face with the other. The little guy was sleeping soundly, milk stains on his lips. Good, my baby boy wasn't hungry. Later, the plot spiraled out of my control, catching me off guard. My assistant reported that Shen Yuchu and G-Boxiao went to a suburban estate together. I figured it was time to make my entrance, to properly meet this destined male lead. When the male and female leads start catching feelings, I'd make my grand entrance and shock them both. Then reveal the female lead's truth in front of the male lead. While he's furious, I'll eliminate him. But who? Knew they wouldn't follow my script. I arrived at the estate with 800 bodyguards in black and kicked the door open. But what I saw inside left me completely stunned.